Ken versus Bowser. This is gonna be harsh. Two of the characters are played by one of the top players here in Chihuahua. Saludos al Ever. And we're going to go straight into the match. Pollitopio against Wazamamerto. Sir, I want to know your opinions on this matchup.
It's volatile. We know that Pollo is really good. He knows what he needs to do, but hey, Ken is absolutely great in advantage situations. We know how good he is to break shields. We know how good he is when those parries connect, or maybe with the focus hits, how well he can convert. Those spikes could be nasty if he manages to connect, but also, Pollito knows SRK, which is another Shoto fighter from his region, so maybe he knows the matchup maybe a little too well.
Yeah, you're right. I have forgotten that SRK is precisely from his region, but I mean, come on, man. Come on. You're seeing all this, and you still think that maybe he doesn't have an advantage right here? Wazamamerto taking the first stock right here and there. And I'm not gonna lie, this is looking pretty good. And I also just want to shout out Killer Queen and besitos a ti también, un beso donde lo quieras. And we're going straight into the match, sir. I honestly think that these combos are going to be devastating for Pollito if he doesn't really understand what he has to do. Even though he may have played with SRK, I see that Wazamamerto is doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught up, especially in this advantage. Careful, you know you need to drop the shield right there. Otherwise, oh my god, the stage spike just enough to take that stock, and Pollo wasn't ready for it. Let's be honest, it's hard when you know that Ken is just going to go wild with it. Look at him, he's just one string after the other. They're just connecting focus just to try to get him to second guess what his next option is going to be. Look at him go. Look at him try with these insanely aggressive options, trying to go for the spike. What a ridiculous display from Wazamamerto. Pollo could be in danger, Dio, and I don't know if there's anything he can do about this other than adapt. Maybe you see an area of opportunity that I'm not seeing, because Wazamamerto is doing absolutely suffocating for Pollo in this situation.
The only thing that I see that is an area of opportunity is that Pollitopio didn't start the match with 150%, because you know everybody knows that heavies start playing whenever their percentage is redder than a white guy that's timid in a public area. Whenever they start like that, you know this is gonna get good. But right there, la pata mamalona, la pata, and we're seeing once again Ken, Jesus Christ, with the guillotine kick right there, cutting and killing any expectation that Pollito could have. Well, maybe SRK isn't the best Shoto out there, because Wazamamerto is doing a good amount of work taking the first game.
That was insane, just how conditioned, how under pressure Pollito was at all times. It's just insane. This is something that you don't see often. When you see a match with Pollo, you see him chasing down, you see him just putting up a lot of pressure with the fire breath, with his hitboxes, with the whirling fortress, and you couldn't see that here. And you need to be very careful, because with focus, Ken can punish a lot of those options, and just the aggressive playstyle really benefited Wazamamerto. I would love to see a little bit more of that specifically, but Pollo needs to make some changes. I would love to see a little bit more, a few more grabs, few more side Bs that could challenge all of these options that Wazamamerto is just absolutely and undeniably taking advantage of, and just doing so well. Dio, I don't know. Pollo could change a little bit more in these areas, but to be honest, Wazamamerto seems pretty strong.
I mean, you saw it for yourself, my man. You saw it for yourself. That first game speaks. Actions are stronger than words, and the only action that I'm seeing right here is the 1 in Wazamamerto's score and the 0 in Pollito's as well. And so you see, I understand where you're coming from, because Pollito, I mean, he's notorious for being a great, one of the best players within Monterrey as a whole. And oh my God, that up tilt did not connect. How can Bowser low profile an up tilt? What are you talking about? Okay, this game, bro. This game sometimes. This is why I want to commentate fighting games, man, because this stuff doesn't happen normally. But anyways, we're seeing right here that Wazamamerto, even though he is within an advantage state, I really don't think that's the case, because exactly. Oh my God, man, what just happened, my man? He slipped out of the up B. Multi hits never work in this game.
Yeah, the SDO is perfect there, almost escaping enough. Bowser also.
No, he's dead.
No way. you know what? It doesn't matter. He knows that it's a great benefit for him just taking that stock, taking the liberty of going down with him, making sure that Pollo is not going to recover. You gotta be super careful, Pollo, because those instances are absolutely devastating, and Wazamamerto is going to keep taking advantage of them pivot grab just to punish that Tatsumaki Senpukyaku. But again, the pressure on the shield is absolutely oppressive. You don't want to hold that enough. Otherwise, it's gonna be a shield broken, and you don't see Pollo getting shield broken as often. So it's really scary that he's being very close to it in a couple instances already.
Yeah, like the oppression that Wazamamerto is just doing is just impressive right here. You see, Pollitopio is known for using every single one of Bowser's tools to expand. Oh, right there, you gotta be careful, my man.
Is it
You
even?
gotta be careful. Yes, and I was just about to say, because this is even, bro. This is even. Bowser is the heavyweight character that can bring it back from these instances. Why? Because he has those very fast aerials, those very strong aerials as well. The fire to build up the damage, and simply the zoning tools necessaries. But the thing is, Wazamamerto, I am sure that he knows that the moment that he's pressed against the wall, this is going to be all she wrote. Okay, right there, be careful. I told you that this was even, my man. And I'm not talking about the score right now, but about the percentages as well. This wasn't a cochina, my man. I know that this wasn't a cochina, but what a comeback we've just seen.
It felt that way. It wasn't a Gogeta, but it felt like that because he knew, or at least he conditioned Wazamamerto enough to try to go for a roll. Pollo is very well known for those random, but hey, not random at all. He knows when to use them and how to punish effectively with them. This is something that he's really well known for. And hey, it worked again. This is the opportunity that Pollo was looking for. The opportunity to bring the set back after the insane display that Wazamamerto brought for us in game number one. We get a song counter pick, which is absolutely important. And right now, they're both in insane means of trying to bring the set back.
Choose wisely. Objectively wrong. The best song right there is either Gatekeepers in. It's either Gatekeepers in or look. I'm in a debate for the second place. I can go with either Cynthia or Dialga and Palkia Spill Pillar Battle. I understand that, but the only crime that Smash has committed is not having any Mystery Dungeon music. I said it. But all right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into a game number 3 situation. Oh, but we're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2, sir. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't feel comfortable playing in a stage where I just lost.
No, definitely. Pollo loves this stage. He's really good. He thrives with those platforms. He knows that this stage is really good for him. He knows it like the palm of his hand. He's just so good in it. And hey, again, even though you're right, Wazamamerto did really well in game number 1 here. Pollo woke up. He knows that he cannot let another instance like that happen again. So maybe something in him changed. Oh, no, look at that. Yes, low profiling again under the up B. But listen, it doesn't matter because you're La Cochina, he did it. He got it. And just like that, Pollo with a nasty one, La Cochinota. Bring it away. No way. I hate it here.
Dude, fucking clip that right now. All that magic is in a clip. What